Hey moms and dads, welcome back to Family Cafe Live. Thank you so much for being a part of things this morning. I have a question for you to start with. Do you feel stressed? Have you ever find that you just feel an awful lot of stress in life and then you're not sure what to do with it? How do you keep from bringing that stress into your home and having that impact your role as a parent? Well, that's something I want to share just a thought or two about with you. And I want to start with a story. Reggie Joyner, who is one of the men behind our whole Family Cafe Live program, tells a story about a man in his church who is named Rob. He's a single parent, a dad trying to raise 3 teenage boys on his own. If parenting is a hard job, single parenting has got to be one of the hardest jobs in the world. And he's doing the best he can at it, but he finds a lot of times that at the end of his day, he's got all the pent-up stress, the frustration, just the things, the weight of the world on his shoulders as he's heading home, and he doesn't want to just dump that all on his kids. It's not appropriate for him to try to talk that through with his children and ask his boys to kind of process his day with him. And so as Reggie was talking to this man, Rob, he asked him, well, what do you do? And he said, well, that's where my duck pond comes in. Duck pond? Reggie obviously asked. And he explained it this way. He said, well, on my drive home from the office, I found there's a little place where there's a duck pond. And so oftentimes, if I'm really feeling the weight of the world, I'll just pull off and stop for a few minutes. If the weather's nice, I'll get out of my car and just watch the ducks. Sometimes I might even sit there for a half an hour just to process through things, a time to think, a time to pray, a time to just have a little bit of a buffer before going home to engage my boys and to once again take on this difficult job of being a dad. And then Rob said something else. He turned to Reggie and said, so Reggie, where's your duck pond? Where is your duck pond? It's a good question, isn't it? How would you answer? Do you have a place, a space, something in life that could provide that little bit of a buffer? Because we all know that parenting is a really tough job, and there are times when we need to have a little bit of space before engaging in the tasks of parenting when we're carrying the weight of the world, the stresses of life. And whether you are a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a corporate executive, whatever your job might be, there are places where we need to just let things go. So I want to encourage you to think about what could be your duck pond in life. Perhaps it's just going to the gym to exercise. Perhaps there's a trail that you like to walk on. Perhaps it's just putting on a special song on your iPod to listen to. It could be any myriad of things that we do to create a little bit of buffer in life. That space to do really 2 things. First is to ask, what is it going on right now that I need to let go and give to God? To pray about, to process, to ask God for assistance with. But then also a place too where you can say, God, what do you have to give to me? Where can I receive your strength? What message do you have for me today? So my challenge for us this month is to try to process through this whole issue of where to create buffer in life. What's your duck pond going to be? Is it going to be exercising, music, a devotional time, a special place to walk? But we each need those places to deal with the stress in life so we can be attending to this most important job, the ministry of being parents. So friends, where's your duck pond?